and now the late model nationals. Come on over on the back straight, your turn.
Australian late model nationals, 30 laps is your journey and we're underway. Green lights say go. Miles Moose on the outside. Halliday, Godsey the other American. Chalmers Moose gone into the fence. Already has dropped back 3 or 4 spots as the race starts to get underway. And we head towards turn number 3 now. Well, let's time that Moose can get it back on track here. Halliday's taken the lead. Up on his outside is Godsey, then Moose. Then we go back to Chalmers and the Oldfields are together. Jamie just ahead of Jason, then Rod Massara. He's in the top half a dozen now as they go down that back straight, make it 7th place. Moving forward is the number 6 down low, and Kai Blight is back in the top 10 ahead of all the orange cars.
Well, what a great start this has been. Godsey down low on the outside. It's Halliday right in there too, the former Australian champion in Joe Chalmers. The quick lap car of the race, incidentally, is Lachlan Onley in 15th place, if you don't mind. It's Godsey back in front. In second now, Joe Chalmers. Third place is Luke Halliday and Miles Moose is 4th. Underneath of him comes Jamie Oldfield, and back in 6th is Jason Oldfield. And just, of course, it has to be Warren Oldfield is in 7th. Out of Mobil 1 they come again. Joe Chalmers now comes underneath of Joe Godsey for the lead.
So, a couple of Joes up the front, leading things with Luke Halliday trying to get himself involved, as to Jamie Oldfield, as to Miles Moose. But it is Joe Godsey ahead of Joe Chalmers. Halliday just blocking Jamie Oldfield for a spot there. Moose on the outside tries to charge his way through, and now it's a 4-way battle for 2nd through 5th as Chalmers falls back to this group. Moose makes up 2 spots, making 3 spots coming up to the outside of Joe Chalmers. Chalmers tries to fight back on the inside, holds back to 2nd.
Wow, we've got plenty of racetrack. Oh, spinning in front of us is Halliday, unfortunately, and he's going to be finding himself OUT out. He's going to be at the back of the pack, unless there was a reason why he went around. We'll have a look on the replay, but I tell you what, the Americans were both impressive, weren't they? And Joey Chalmers, he fought off the attack from Moose, and he holds on at the moment.
Ryan Halliday, Luke Halliday, he's going to restart in position 3. Joe Godsey leads off with Joe Chalmers. Luke Halliday trying to push forward, along with Miles Moose, who gets a little wide at Bella Modular turn number 1. As they straighten up down the Triple M back straight, Halliday charges back to 3rd. He's got Jamie Oldfield charging after him, and Joe Godsey's out once again.
So there we go, Godsey, look at that, cutting a swathe between the Oldfield cars there as he flies back up on the outside, and he'll get the 11 too. So Miles Moose is up there in 4th place now, I think, as he'll navigate around turn number 4. It's pretty tight. Your race leader is Joe Godsey, the American, from Chalmers, and Luke Halliday, surprisingly, left up in his position when he caused the restart. Not sure how the stewards judged that one. Then moves Oldfield. So the Oldfields are going to gang up at everyone towards the end of this race if it stays like that.
So they move down the main straight. There's no average Joes out in front tonight. We've got Joe Godsey from Joe Chalmers. And they've got clear now of the 11 of Jason Oldfield, who gets underneath the 94 of Luke Halliday. Miles Moose is in 5th, and on the inside of him is Warren Oldfield in the blue 15, and Jamie Oldfield's there in the 51. Down the main straight they come once again. It's the 55 of Joe Godsey, just in front from Joe Chalmers. Then we've got a pair of Oldfields, Jason and Warren. Miles Moose is on the outside, and just for company is the 51, and that of course is Jamie Oldfield. We've done 10.
Here comes Smokin' Joe. He's putting the pressure on Joe Godsey as they get up to some lap traffic right now. Down the Triple M back straight. Godsey still your race leader. Joe Chalmers was half a second back last time around. It sits at 0.7. Warren Oldfield sets the fastest lap of the race and went half a second quicker than Joe Chalmers that time around. And there you can see, really close to Joe Chalmers now is the 15 of Warren Oldfield. Miles Moose makes his way past lap traffic. Jason Oldfield and Jamie Oldfield do the same.
Yeah, well, Moose ain't going past the Oldfields. In fact, he probably feels like he's in an old field right at the moment because there's 3 of them. One's run into the fence up in the top corner there. Now, that may have been Lukey Halliday again, was it, who's running to the
Glenn
fence
McBee.
that time? Who?
Glenn McBee.
Glenn McBee it was, sorry. So there you go. Glenn McBee was the man that ran into the fences. We've still got Godsey from Chalmers, Oldfield Moose. They are your top 5 races at the moment. It's Joey Chalmers. Oh, spinning in front, going around, bang. No, not quite. Bradley Oldfield, I reckon it might be, who was spun, and he has brought the race to a halt. Wow. Godsey closing in Warren Oldfield, closing in Joey Chalmers. And Godsey is going to be your race leader for the moment. Oh, the hard charging Joey Chalmers back up to second. He might have got Warren Oldfield. I think he has got Oldfield getting out of shape. The 51 car, Jamie Oldfield. He lost 3 spots. Moose up on his outside, went past him. And we've got a new 4th place right now as they come into the main straight. And it will be down low, Jason Oldfield. Jason Oldfield goes up to 4th. And out in front, it is Joey Chalmers. Over the top he goes of Godsey. And the 2 Joes going at it once again. 3rd place is Warren Oldfield and Joe Chalmers. Quickest car in the race right there.
I think that's going to happen because Joe Chalmers is absolutely flying right now. Out of Mobile 1, turn number 4, 6 laps remaining.
So 6 laps to go, and it is Joe or Joe. And that is the big question. Warren Oldfield obviously is going to have his part to say in this particular race as they come out of turn number 4, at least Joe Chalmers does. 2nd place is Oldfield. 3rd place still Godsey, but he's got 2 Oldfields right in his tailpipe. Jason and Jamie now coming at Godsey, aren't they? They're not far behind. Yeah, they're hard and they're snarling and they're coming too. As we see our race leader Joey Chalmers come through, and he's doing it nicely.
Very close, in fact. Jason Oldfield just about to get to the back of him, but white lights are on, 1 to go, and Joe Chalmers getting up to some lap traffic right now. He's flying down the back straight. Warren Oldfield is making one last charge at him. Warren Oldfield is closing quickly on Joe Chalmers, but Chalmers will hang on. He wins the Late Model Nationals. 2nd goes to Warren Oldfield, 3rd to Joe Godsey, and 4th to Jamie Oldfield. There will be Stokes. Joe Chalmers on the top of the car, your winner of the Late Model Nationals. So we've got a couple of presentations. We've got the Late Model Nationals.